Okay, so for today's tutorial, I'm going to be using some scrap yarn in the color pink, and I'm going to be using a 4mm crochet hook, as well as some scissors. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to be doing a slip knot. And I'm going to chain 6. Okay, after you chain 6, I'm going to slip stitch into the first stitch to form a loop. After you have formed a loop, you chain 3, and you're going to double crochet 15 times into the loop. And that first chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet, so altogether you should have 16 stitches. Okay, so I will meet you back after 16 stitches and I'll show you what to do. Okay, so after you have double crocheted 16 stitches all together, you are going to go back to that chain 3 from the beginning and go to that third chain, and you're going to slip stitch to form a circle. Okay? For the second round, you're going to chain 5. Then you're going to treble crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, treble crochet in the next stitch. You're going to chain 1 again, treble crochet in the next stitch. And that will be what you will do for this round, is just chain 1, treble crochet into the next stitch. And I'll meet you back after this row is finished. Just chain 1 and treble crochet. Okay, so this is what your piece should be looking like right now. In the last stitch there, I treble crocheted and then I chained 1. Then I'm going to go back to this initial chain 5 and I'm going to go up to the 4th chain and then I'm going to slip stitch. Okay, so that's going to form a circle. It's going to be a little wonky right now, but it will straighten out later. Now you're going to just slip stitch into the next space there, and you're going to chain 4. Then you're going to treble crochet 2 more times in that same space. Now you're going to treble crochet 3 times in the next space. Okay? So that will be the pattern for this round. You're just going to treble crochet 3 in each of the spaces. Okay? So you'll just do 3 treble crochet in each of these little spaces all the way around, and I will meet you back. Okay, so I just finished with this round. I put the last 3 double crochets in the last space there. So on the initial, or on the first chain 4 that we did, we're just going to slip stitch into the 4th chain there. To again close up the round for that row, or round, whatever. Okay, so for the next round, we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to skip 1 stitch, and we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so we're going to chain 5 again, skip 1 stitch, and single crochet in the next stitch. We're going to do that again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, skip 1 stitch, and single crochet in the next. So that will be the pattern for this round. Chain 5, skip a stitch, single crochet. And I'll meet you back after this row is finished. This is a super simple pattern, and it would look even better if you alternated each row with a different color. That would make it really stand out, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to do one color. Okay, so I'm getting towards the end of this row, and I chained 5. And then I'm going to single crochet in the last row there. And that's how it will work out. It's not going to work out even. So then we're going to slip stitch into that space there, and that will close it up. And then for this round, we're going to chain 3, and we're going to double crochet 3 more into that space. For the next space, we're just going to double crochet 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to do the same for the next space, double crochet 4. And that will be the pattern for this round. Just double crochet 4 in each of the spaces we just created, all the way around. Okay, so just double crochet 4 in each space, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so I'm at the end of the round here. I did my last 4 double crochet in the last space, so then on that chain 3, on the 3rd chain there, I'm going to slip stitch to close the round. So this is what your piece should be looking like right now. It should just be a circle. So now we're going to start forming kind of the shape of the top. So to do that, we're going to chain 3. We're going to double crochet 1 in each stitch 19 times. So altogether 20, counting the chain 3. So just double crochet 1 in each stitch until you get 20 stitches all together. After you've got 20 stitches, you're going to chain 2, and Captain just decided to say hello. And then you're going to just double crochet 1 in each stitch for 14 rows, or 14 stitches, I mean. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So after that 14th stitch, you're going to chain 2 again. Then you're going to double crochet 1 in each stitch for 13 stitches. After you've got 13 stitches, you're going to chain 2 again, and you're going to double crochet 1 in each stitch for 14 stitches. Okay, so after you've got after you have stitched up 14, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to double crochet 1 in each stitch for 20 stitches. Okay. Okay, by doing what we did in that row, it's starting to form like a hexagon type of shape. So just to kind of explain what we're doing, this is going to be the sides. This is going to be kind of by the armpit area, and this is going to be the neckline. So we want those corners there. And down here we can even that out later. Don't worry about that. So for the next round or row, we're not going to be working in the rounds anymore. We're going to chain 3 and turn it. So now we're going to double crochet 1 in each stitch until we get to that chain 2, and then I'll show you what to do. So just double crochet 1 in each stitch until the chain 2, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so now we have come to that chain 2, and what we're going to do is just double crochet 1 and then chain 2 and double crochet 1 more. So double crochet 1, chain 2, double crochet 1. Then we're just going to double crochet 1 in each stitch until we get to the next chain 2, and we'll be doing the exact same thing we did in this corner. Double crochet 1, chain 2, double crochet 1. So that will be the pattern for this row. It'll just be double crocheting, then doing the double crochet 1, chain 2, double crochet 1, double crochet 1 in each stitch all the way until we get to the end here. Okay, so this is what your piece should be looking like at this point. We're going to do another row that's quite similar to this row, but we're just going to be adding the neckties up at these corners here. So we're going to chain 3 and turn our work. Double crochet 1 in the next, double crochet 1 in each stitch all the way across until we get to the chain 2. Okay, so much like the previous row, we're going to double crochet 1 in that space, chain 2 and double crochet 1 more. And then we're going to double crochet 1 in each space along this edge, and then hold off on that corner because we're going to be doing something a little bit different for that corner. Okay, so now that we made it to this corner, we're going to double crochet 1. And what's something a little bit different is we're going to be chaining 75. Okay, so I'll meet you back after you chain 75. Okay, so after you chain 75, you're just going to single crochet back onto the chain. So in each chain, you're just going to single crochet all the way down. Okay, so now that you single crocheted down the chain and made your first neck strap or necktie, you are going to double crochet 1 more into that space. Okay, then you're going to double crochet 1 in each space. Until you get to the next corner here. So double crochet 1 in each one of these stitches. And then you're going to be doing the same thing you did with this corner. You're going to double crochet 1 in that space, chain up 75, single crochet back down the chain, and double crochet 1 more. So I'll show you one more time. You're just going to double crochet 1 in each stitch until you get to the next corner. Okay, you're going to double crochet 1 into that space, or that corner there. Then you're going to chain up 75. Okay, once you chained up 75, you're going to single crochet back down the chain. 1 single crochet in each chain. Now that you have finished single crocheting down the chain, you're going to double crochet 1 more in that same space. Okay. So for the rest of the row, you're just going to repeat what you did on this side. You're going to double crochet 1 in each stitch, double crochet 1 in the space, chain 2, double crochet 1 more in the space. Then you're going to double crochet 1 in each stitch all the way down. And I will meet you back at this end here. Okay, so once your piece looks like this, what we're going to do is kind of even out this bottom edge here. We're going to do that by chaining 1. We're going to single crochet just anywhere where your hook fits. We're going to do that. So I single crocheted about 2 times. Now I'm going to do a half double crochet. I'm going to do a double crochet, and then I'm going to do a treble crochet. So by doing those series of stitches, it's going to kind of even it out there. So across these stitches right here, we're going to treble crochet. Alright, so I treble crocheted across the middle there, and you can already see how it's starting to straighten out. So we're going to treble crochet 1 more along like one of these 3 rows protruding out. We're going to treble crochet 1 more randomly in there. Then we're going to double crochet, half double crochet, and then single crochet twice until we get to the end. Okay, so that helped even out the bottom there, which makes it look a ton better. So now that your piece looks like this, your front portion is done, and now we're going to be working on the side portions. So that means we're just going to work in this section, bring it out, and same with this section, we're going to bring it out. We're just going to do one section at a time, so we'll start with this side. We're going to chain 3, and then we're just going to double crochet in each stitch until we get to that chain 2 space. Okay, so I double crocheted all the way to the chain 2. Then I'm going to chain 3, turn my work, and double crochet 1 in each stitch. So you're just going to double crochet 1 in each stitch all the way until the end, and I will meet you back. So for the next 2 rows, you're just going to chain 3, turn your work, double crochet 1 in each stitch, and I will meet you back once you have 4 rows coming off the side here. Okay, so I've worked up 4 rows and I've decided to do 2 more rows, so just continue with the same pattern of chaining 3, turning, and double crocheting 1 in each stitch for 2 more rows, so that you have 6 rows coming off the side here. Okay, so I've made 6 rows. So for the next row, we're going to chain 3, turn your work, double crochet one in the next stitch, we're going to chain 3, skip the next 3 spaces, and then we're going to double crochet 1 in the next 4 stitches, chain 3, skip 3, double crochet 1 in the next 4 stitches, chain 3, skip 3, double crochet 1 in the next 3 stitches. That's going to form where we're going to be putting the back laces through. So for the last row, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, single crochet in each stitch, single crochet 3 in the space, single crochet 1 in each stitch, and single crochet 3 in the space all the way until you get down to the bottom here. Single crochet 1 in each space, or 1 in each chain, and stitch here. And then we're going to tie off. Just going to pull that through to secure it. So for the next side, or for the other side, we're going to do the exact same thing. So if you need to rewind and rewatch, just do the exact same method, and I will meet you back once I've finished this side. Okay, so I just finished up the other side, and this is what your piece should be looking like. It wraps around your body like that. So last but not least, we're going to be doing the strap. So we're going to be making a slip knot again. And I recommend chaining 200. You can chain more or less depending on how wide your rib cage is. So I'll meet you back once I chain 200. Okay, now that you have chained out 200, you can either single crochet back on the chain, similar to what we did to the neckties to make it thicker, or you can just cut off right now. It's just really your preference. So I'm just going to cut off now because I'm excited to wear it and show you guys. So here we go. And then you're just going to pull through to secure it. So now all you have to do is sew in your ends and you're ready to wear it. You can even line it if you are not so keen on how see-through it is. You can definitely line this, and it'd be really cool to do a different colored fabric behind it, and then it would kind of look like a mosaic. Alright, thank you for watching.